Hey guys, what's up? It's Apollo here, and welcome to Three Kingdoms Total War. Now, I'm only allowed to show you about 15 minutes of this battle, so I'm going to keep the intro really short. I want to give a big thank you to CA for letting me try out the game early. It was a really fun experience, and I'm very thankful for that. And I'm going to be honest, I was not excited about Three Kingdoms when I heard about it, when they announced it, but after playing this battle, I was impressed. I am really excited to see what they do with this game in the near future. So what you're going to see in today's video is a really epic ambush battle. It's a night ambush battle. We're going to be we're going to be controlling two commanders here. We have Sun Ren and Sun Quan. I'm really sorry if I'm butchering these names. And we're going to be taking on Cao Cao and some of his generals as they ambush us. I've got a lot I'm going to try to fit in this video. There's really so much to talk about and so little time, but I'm going to do the best I can. Anyways, here's the intro to the battle. They'll probably explain it better than I can.
It is quiet here, brother. Too quiet for my tastes. Something feels wrong. Shh! There! Movement in the tree line. An ambush is imminent. We must be ready. If we cross the river, we could escape through the southern gates. Or we could attempt to survive the ambush through force of arms. This hill would make a good defensive position en route, should more forces arrive. Prepare for battle, brother, and may your blade strike true.
Oh yeah, so epic. So here we go. I pause it here because, well, this is my first time ever playing the game, and it's an ambush battle, so give me a break. But yeah, these two characters are actually brother-sister, and their two abilities are quite different. Sun Ren is actually really good at going after enemy generals, and Sun Quan is more of your traditional commander. He gives buffs, like morale buffs and stuff like that, to nearby forces. You can see his area of effect right there. So I'm setting up my forces right here. The two archer units, you can see they can go. This is actually what you see when you're controlling units. I know that was really fast, but you have a lot of different abilities. So my archer units back here are actually also a sorted unit. You see them in the back row, but I'm going to use them as archers at first and then use them as melee later. My cav is going around the flank to try to go after the enemy archers, and look how beautiful this game is. It looks so good. I love the lanterns floating in the sky, and my generals are right behind enemy lines here. I'm opening fire with my archers using fire arrows, and it's lighting that bamboo, that vegetation back there. It looks gorgeous. So I actually misclicked here, and my archers are going in. I didn't mean to do that. My cav is still trying to clean up their back archers, and look at this battle here, guys. Look at this. So immersive. I love the mountains in the background. It's so colorful, and I know I'm a bit of a historical snob, but the romance version of this, I was not interested about the overpowered generals, but it actually plays out really nicely. I killed their enemy general and their archers, and now I'm flanking behind their units with my cav to seal the deal over here and secure a victory, a small victory. You can see the close-ups. It looks really great. Got my general moving in. I might send her in to charge in. But yeah, you can see that, yes, the generals are strong, but I just took out their general with my cav alone. It's not like these generals are super just superheroes is basically what I'm saying. But again, they're still balancing that. So they could make them stronger, they could make them weaker. Like I said in the intro, everything here is a work in progress. So now it looks like the battle's going quite well. And I'm going to go ahead and surround these forces and just clean up as many as possible. My general is now in the thick of the fight. And again, like I said, these generals have special abilities. You can see it on the bar right there. Sun Ren has two abilities. And I did mention she is good at fighting other generals because she has an ability called Heart Seeker. And that's basically a burst shot that she does with her bow, and it does a lot of concentrated damage, which is really good at taking out targets. You can also use that on enemy infantry, and it pierces through multiple soldiers. You will see her use that ability in this battle. So now that I won the first stage of the battle, I'm going to quickly run my men over to that defensive hill that she was talking about. Another cool thing that I want to mention about ambush battles is that you don't have to fight to the death or fight your way out of it. You see, this is where more enemy forces are coming in. We got Zhang some guy coming in. Those two towers in the back, if you can get your forces to those towers, they'll make it out without being killed. So I really love the fact that if you're getting ambushed, you can find a way out, which I think is really cool, really realistic. You know, you try to escape the ambush by, setting up a strategy to get your troops out of there. So that's awesome. But knowing me, I'm gonna fight to the death. I'm not gonna try to run here. We got a couple of swordsmen that I think recovered from routing. I'm gonna go ahead and charge them with my cav. Look at this. Just looks great. I love those mountains in the background. They look so awesome. The environment looks so great. It really feels like we're in China. The art style, the HUD is a little confusing for me, but I think it's just because I'm new to it. So again, I'm setting up my forces. I'm trying to hurry up. This is where I category. Let me explain this. This is where I'm organizing my forces. You see how it shows the two generals there? What's left of the general is like their retinue. It's their forces. So when I click on Sun Quan's forces, you'll hear him say like spearman. But if I pick on Sun Ren's forces, you hear her give out the commands. So you'll see that whenever I click on their forces they control. And that's really important to know. And it's like, why is it like that? Well, generals can go to different factions and their retinue will go with them. So if you go to war with a faction they can break apart and join that faction and bring that army with them. I know I'm explaining that very quickly, but I'll try to answer as many comments. If you have any questions, I'll try to explain as much as I can. But here comes the second phase of the battle, and this is where things get really interesting, guys. You're gonna see a general duel, and it's gonna be pretty cool. So I'm trying to pause the game. It's pretty intense, it's pretty fast, which is something I don't really care for. I want battles to be a little bit more slower paced, but again, this is a work in progress, and they are going to have a realistic mode as well as a romanticized mode. So there we go. Their general forces or his general is in the back lines. I'm gonna go ahead and engage. I'm gonna use Heartseeker on him, which I'm trying to do right here, and I do very poorly as he runs away, harassing my men. There we go. Come on, Sun Ren. Land that Heartseeker. There we go. You're gonna see it right here. Boom. So it's like a nice, heavy arrow that hits him. I do a lot of damage, and this is where I agree to duel. It's a little confusing here, but I'm like, is it Zhang? Is it this guy? And here we go. Now we have agreed to duel. It's so badass that we have this duel going on, and in the background, our soldiers are fighting to the death. It's just so... It's so Hollywood and not real, but I love it at the same time. And check out the combat here. I think this looks really cool, and it's still a work in progress. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. So all I wanted to do was just watch this battle, because it just looks so impressive, and just like I was watching a movie. But at the same time, I have to control my troops. And that's something that's going to be really hard to balance in this game, is being able to control your generals, do their abilities, fight in these duels, at the same time control your army. So I'm hoping they slow down the battle here a little bit. Now, the other general, there's actually a general that was attacking from the complete opposite side. You can see their forces right here. You see their cav right there, what I'm going to do here is actually edit in my second time. This is not the same battle. Let me explain this. This is my second time playing the battle. I just wanted to show you where these forces came from, so you're not just like, wait, where did these guys come from? But yeah, we've got forces here that are behind me, and that's where the other general came from. So we are actually getting sandwiched by two forces in this ambush. But so far, the battle seems to be playing pretty nicely. All right, so... we're back into, okay, so this is back to the original battle. I have the game paused because I'm like, crap, I need to command my troops as this battle's going on. I have accepted the duel with the other general. My cav is holding the rear of the army, protecting the flank, and check this out, watch this.
Our general must win.
Boom, he got wrecked right there. That's my general. So I was like, dang, that sucks, and this battle is pretty even. Now, unfortunately, Sun Quan is more of a commander rather than a fighter, at least in this battle here, where his abilities are just buffs to help the soldiers. But look at this. I wanted to show off this. You got 2 battles going on. Look at, see them in the background? Oh, he just did a kick there. That's just epic. So epic, guys. And there goes the other fight. I'm actually getting really close to defeating this guy because I soften up his health because of my Heartseeker ability. So now I'm flanking around with my my elite forces that are a very versatile unit. That's archer and melee. I'm gonna start using them as melee now. Oh, nice kick to the face. Look how low he is in health. These guys are dead even fighting it out. I'm using a buff there. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that was awesome. The way he throws him over the axe.
You lack the strength to defeat me. Do not waste your breath.
So there we go. I'm trying to throw in more forces into that front line. I've got my archers now right behind their forces, ready to flank around. And there we go. I did defeat him there. And you can actually interrupt a duel. Now, if you interrupt a duel, it's considered not honorable. I don't know how that's going to affect your character or, like, campaign-wise. If you, like, are dishonorable, maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe you'll lose a trait or something. But I'm trying to use Heartseeker on him. There we go. So I saved he's my brother, you know? Like, I got to help my brother out. I'm not going to let him die. And there we go. We've pretty much obliterated these main forces here. And I'm gonna clump up my troops and just, you know, get the job done, clean up these troops, and then deal with the forces that you saw earlier that were behind me. And look at that's the extraction point in the background you see over there, that little icon. But again, I feel like I'm winning this fight. The balance of power is in my favor, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take on my enemy and try to evaporate their forces. I'm getting my general out of there, going to the safety as infantry. Thankfully, he's charging right into my spears, which his cav is going to get chewed up. Obviously, you never want to charge cav into spears. That's Total War 101. Now my generals are fighting together. I'm still holding off some swordsmen, but I'm going to go ahead and let my cav have a break out of that fight. Get them out, let them rest. They've done their job. They held the rear as long as possible, and now they earned the right to get some rest. And there we go. I use a buff from Sun Quan, and he's just I don't quite remember what that does, but I'm sure you can see it on the screen. And there we go. Now I'm going to set up my forces, prepare for the final charge, and this is just epic. I mean, I love the lighting. I love everything about it. It looks great. There we go. Look at the lanterns. I love that. So great. Oh no, Sun Quan has died. So once again, Sun Quan, his sister, is angry. That's another thing I want to mention. Sun Quan and Sun Ren, since they're brothers and sisters, their sister, they have a buff that when they fight together, they actually fight better. But if one of them dies, and I think this is campaign-wise, she will get all of her health back and have like this rage for a short amount of time, where she's so upset and she wants to seek revenge. And you can do that strategically, where you can purposely kill your generals so you can activate special traits like that. But in this game, when you lose your general, you don't get them back. You do not get them back. So there we go, we claim victory. I'm gonna actually cut to another ability by Sun Ren. This is an area of effect ability, which is like, it's called Rise of the Phoenix. It's right here, guys. Check this out, Rise of the Phoenix.
You cannot hide behind your white
So different generals have different abilities. So just a little scene right there of showing off that ability. So yeah, that's the battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm actually really impressed. I cannot wait to see more battle-wise. I can't wait to see the realistic version. But I'm, my knowledge on this, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, very limited. But I think I'm going to start reading up on it. I want to do historical battles. It kind of has lit this fire back in me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.